Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to our Enterprise webinar this afternoon. Thank you all for joining us. My name's Ian Bates. I work at in the marketing team at Milner, Browne, and I'm joined by my colleague James Keappock. James will be running through Enterprise this afternoon for those who haven't saw it or haven't seen the product yet. And what he'll do is kind of just give you an overview and a demonstration of how the tool works, and also just to discuss some of the developments that we've made recently. So James, I will hand over to you now. One thing that I would like to add, guys, is that all attendees will be muted throughout the presentation. Although obviously we do welcome questions. So if you go or have a look in the top right hand corner, you should see a questions tab in the GoToMeeting toolbar. Obviously, if you want to send the questions through, what we'll do is we will run through these at the end of the presentation. We have allocated some of James's time just to run through those. So if you would like to send those through, obviously what we'll do is we'll just store those and we'll run through those at the end. Okay, James, are you there?
Yep.
Excellent. Okay, over to you then.
So what is Enterpryze? Enterpryze is a hybrid cloud solution for SAP Business One. What Enterpryze does is it allows you to connect your SAP Business One instance into the Enterprise Cloud. And the Enterprise Cloud is effectively a suite of browser-based applications and modules, and also a suite of mobile applications. So you'll be able to, once connected into the Enterprise Cloud platform, you'll be able to avail of native mobile apps for iOS and Android. And you can also avail of the browser-based web application features that also link in with those mobile apps. So this is what we're looking at over the coming weeks and months, is the suite of applications, mobile apps that we have available for Enterprise users. It's worth pointing out that Enterprise essentially opens up your SAP Business One instance to many more users. So for integration is only required one professional license user for that integration. You will not need SAP licenses assigned to Enterprise users to avail of the various functionality in the mobile apps. So really, Enterprise does open up SAP Business One to a multitude of users which can avail of the various functionality that SAP Business One has to offer. What we'll look at firstly is what's currently available in the stores, so both for Android in the Google Play Store and for iOS in the App Store. So currently we have the 360 CRM app and also the dashboard app are available in both those stores. So we'll look at them first, and a little later we'll look, I'll be able to demonstrate for you various apps that we have in a pre-release phase, and they'll be the service delivery and credit control app. So connecting with Enterprise is a very simple process, and just to let you all know that as a Milner Browne customer, you are very welcome to avail of our one free user offer and free connection offer as well with Enterprise. So what is required on your side, on your SAP server side, is for your network administrator to configure your firewall so that communication is allowed between your SAP server and the Enterprise Cloud platform. Once that is done, getting set up and integrated is really a matter of minutes. It can all be managed through the Enterprise browser administration panel and setup panel itself. So now I'll briefly run through what's currently available in the Enterprise browser, plus the Enterprise 360 CRM app, and also the dashboard app. Then a little later on, I'll show you what's coming over the next few weeks in terms of new mobile apps that are currently in pre-release phase. So we'll be looking at Deliver, Service, and the Credit Control app. So looking at the browser now. So I have my Enterprise user credential, and I can sign in from the enterprise.com website. It's merely a matter of logging in. Now you can see on the left hand side that if you have multiple organizations connected with the Enterprise Cloud Platform, you can toggle very easily in between these organizations, which is a great efficient tool to navigate quickly between different SAP company databases you may have. So on the Enterprise browser, you'll be able to have an overview of all opportunities, activities, service calls, all your main marketing document types. You'll have an overview per organization, so per SAP company database. You can have a list of customers here. You're able to drill down into relevant transactions for that particular company. So, for instance, looking at ADA technologies here, we'll be able to get driving directions using the in-map functionality here in the browser. Also have a look at the various list of quotes for that particular organization and for the other types of transactions. Now we can actually, in the Enterprise browser, you can connect a SAP employee ID to the Enterprise user. So the My Transaction area is populated with relevant transactions which have been assigned to that particular logged in user. So we can look at My Transactions or All Transactions. Currently in the browser, we have the ability for users to create and edit opportunities, quotes, service calls, and activities. So it's a very simple process of adding a new sales opportunity, merely selecting your customer and assigning the details there of the opportunity itself. So that create and edit functionality is available for quotes, opportunities, service calls, and activities as well. Just looking briefly at the administrative panel, so as if you are an administrative user of Enterprise, you're able to invite new users to join and register themselves with the Enterprise organization quite easily by using the Enterprise admin dashboard here. It's a matter of inviting your users by email. Also for admin users, you can manage the list of users under the Users tab here, and you can assign administrative role to a specific user. You can link them to their SAP Employee ID user so that My Transactions area gets populated as we just saw. You can also edit specific permissions per user of what that particular user can see in a particular organization. So if we do not want that particular user, say, to see all company transactions, we can define it so that they can just see their own, or they can just see specific types of transactions and limit them to that. In the admin panel is also where you'll configure your integration and download that data service to your SAP server. It's very easy to navigate around the browser, so that's what's there currently. Let's have a brief look at the CRM 360 app and also the dashboard app, which are both currently available in the stores. So let's first look at the 360 CRM app. So you can see here that the 360 app presents in a Twitter-like feed of transactions. So we're looking at my feed, which is all those transactions relating to yourself as the logged in user, and the company feed. So we have a list of the chronological order there of the most recent transactions created. You can drill down into any of those transactions there to view more of the detail of the particular document. We can also filter, so we can restrict, say, if I only wanted to see just activities for this particular organization, I can filter just for activities there. You can navigate in between different views, so all on a feed level. So you can look at my colleague's feed, similar to the Enterprise browser. You can look at a particular feed for a particular colleague. You can look at a particular feed for a particular customer of yours. You can also click on the star here to add some chosen customers there to a list of your favorites. So like the browser, so if you're registered against for multiple organizations, it's very easy to navigate from within the app between those different organizations. Currently, as of today, in the app stores, the 360 CRM app is in read-only mode. But over the coming weeks, in the next few weeks, we're going to have a release whereby there will be create and edit functionality available for opportunities, quotes, activities, and service calls. So that's the CRM app. Now we can look at the dashboard app. So dashboards essentially, as of today, it gives you 10 predefined dashboards. So it's effectively consolidating data from the companies and the organizations which the SAP companies you've linked with the enterprise cloud. So if you have multiple organizations here, we can see that we can select our organizations and the dashboards will resolve according to the organizations you've selected. So you can select the multiple organizations, you can toggle one or two off if you so wish. So our various predefined dashboards, you can also filter by the date. So if you want to have visual representation of one of the predefined dashboards by a particular date period, you can also select that. So our various predefined dashboards include sales opportunities percentage by stage, by date. We also have sales quotes by rep, by date as well. We have orders by rep and by date as well. We have sales invoices by product group and by turnover value. Finally, we have service calls by count by the type of service call and also by date. So just note that the dashboards in the dashboard app, you can drill down upon these dashboards to view the detail of those various graphs. And you can see the detail of the particular graph that you've drilled down into. So that is the dashboard app. So both of those apps are available in the store currently. So what's on the way over the next few weeks and coming weeks and months for Enterprise? The answer is plenty. The development team for Enterprise are very busy working on some of the newly to be released apps, and there's a few of them in pre-release phase at the moment, and they are deliver, service, and credit control. I'll show you just briefly now. And so this is the deliver app. So essentially what it does, it's a very role-specific app, so it will be used by, should you have delivery drivers in your organization, they find this very useful. So this is the app itself, so it's quite simple. The user will log on to the deliver app. What they'd see is ability to choose from calendar, okay, and they'll be able to select a particular date. So for that particular date, they'll be able to see a list of sales orders from the SAP Business One database that have been assigned to them for delivery. So they will be the selected employee assigned against that particular sales order, and that's how they will see it in the Deliver app. They'll see effectively sales order list for them to deliver. So clicking, if they have a couple of different orders in a day, they can have a look at the route functionality within the app. You'll be able to see work out your particular route for that given day. You'll also be able to change around the order of the deliveries to be made that day, which will actually affect the route generation as well. So drilling down into a particular delivery, user will be able to choose whether to deliver which items to deliver from that particular order. They'll be able to choose the quantity that they're going to deliver against that particular order, and by clicking deliver here, they can add a signature as a proof of delivery. Okay, and save that. That will save back to SAP Business One as an attachment to the delivery document. They can also add a photo. Okay, so they can add an existing photo or take a photo. Okay, so they can choose then to deliver. So that essentially is the basic deliver app at the moment. The future plans for that particular app will have the ability to, over the coming weeks, will be added into that app, is the ability to create new deliveries from the app itself. It does cross over with new functionality that will be made available in the browser, which I will show you now as well. So looking at the browser, the functionality which is going to be released over the coming weeks, we're going to have a delivery module related to the deliver app then. So in the browser, that same user can actually look at a list of their deliveries for an administrative user and for the user themselves. Administrator user can build up a schedule and assign out a schedule for those sales orders for delivery against the enterprise users. And the logged in delivery driver can view their own schedule then as well. So this is all to be released into the browser as well over the coming weeks. So similarly, the service app, as a service technician, you'll have, like the deliver app, you'll have an overview of the service calls assigned to you in SAP Business One for any particular given date, which you can navigate through via the calendar in-app calendar feature here. So you can drill down, again, you can get a route on that particular service calls for the day. You can drill down into the detail of the particular service call, and you can choose to amend the detail by resolving the issue. You can add a signature to confirm the service call has been closed, and you can also add a photo as well. So like the Deliver app, to accompany the service app is going to be a services module within the browser. So the logged in enterprise user will be able to see a list of my service calls, so service calls assigned to me. I have a list of my activities also as well. So there will also be a scheduler in the browser built around this service app as well. So the service user can see their schedule of service calls. And lastly, another one of our apps in pre-release phase is the credit control app. So the credit control app, what this will do is you'll be able to view, again, if you're linked and you're set up with multiple SAP databases, you'll be able to view outstanding invoices and credit notes by customer. You'll be able to select individual invoices for payment, and it's going to be integrated with Stripe for credit card payment. So be able to have a view of the outstanding invoices by how many days they're outstanding. So we see at the top there 30, 60 and 90 plus days outstanding. So you'll be able to select a particular invoice and pay by cash or credit card in the app. It reconciles transactions back in SAP Business One. Some future plans for the app. There is development are looking into integration with Yodlee to provide integration to banking feeds. So more to come there with the credit control app, but that's due for release over the coming weeks also. We can see that just briefly, a couple of things we didn't actually go through in the demonstration. We have a finance module on the way also in the browser, and we also have a sales app being planned and developed. and we'll also have a sales module in the browser also. So as you can see, lots in development, lots to come. So it's exciting times for Enterprise. So that concludes the demonstration of what's currently in Enterprise and what's coming over the coming weeks and months into the Enterprise solution.
Okay, James, thank you very much for your presentation. As you mentioned there, lots of exciting developments coming in the next few months. If you would like to find out more about Enterprise, you can obviously log on to the website, which is www.enterpryze.com. Obviously, we keep the website updated with all the new features and apps which are coming down the line, and obviously you can find out more about release dates and things like that. James, we have got some questions in relation to your presentation. Okay, first question. Does Enterprise work on all browsers, or is there only a selected few?
It does work on all browsers. At the moment, it does best work on Chrome and Firefox, but it will be compatible with all browsers, yes.
Excellent. Okay. Another question here. How do you get started with a free trial, and how long does the trial last for?
Okay, thanks for the question. As I mentioned during the presentation, as a Milner Browne customer, you're very welcome to avail of a free trial with us. It's a simple process. You can get in touch with me or email support@enterpryze.com. The setup process is very simple. It just requires one firewall configuration by your network administrator, and we can do the rest. It's quite a simple integration process, really a matter of minutes. So so to the person who asked that question, if you want to get in touch with us after the webinar, we'll bring you through the steps involved.
Perfect. Okay. Just mentioning about steps involved, we've also got a YouTube channel which we're adding various videos to almost on a weekly basis, really. And there's lots of how-to guides and step-by-step guides on how to do things like setting up new users and how to use a CRM app. So that's something that you guys might want to just keep an eye out for if you're ever on YouTube as well. Okay, another question here, James. Can you print or forward or share the dashboards on the dashboard app?
At the moment, it's the dashboard functionality just resides in the mobile app itself. So there is no inbuilt kind of printing functionality from there at the moment. There may be plans on the roadmap to bring out those dashboards into a web browser module as well. And as I said, it's not there at the moment, but there may be a possibility to print from the web module, a future web module.
Perfect. Okay. Okay. Another question here from Brendan. Does the delivery app save the signature in the attachments of the delivery doc in SAP?
Yes, Brendan. The answer is yes. It saves as an attachment to the delivery document. Yeah, in SAP Business One.
Excellent. Okay. Question here from Jean. When is the expenses app set to be released?
Okay, so yes, the expenses app, it is due for release, I would say within 2 months we're looking at for that. So yeah, we'll have news of its pending release, so we can certainly communicate that out to Eugene to keep you up to date with that release.
Excellent. Okay, and another similar question from Brendan again. What is the release date for the service app?
So the service app, again, we're looking at within the next few weeks. I would say conservatively to say within the next month, but we're looking to, as I mentioned during the presentation, we're looking to integrate it with the scheduling feature in the browser. So that whole release will probably come as one. But again, we'll put you down on a mailing list for a proper update on that particular app, Brendan.
Perfect. Okay. Guys, we have got James just for a couple more minutes, so if you do have any questions, please send them through now before he has to shoot off. Okay. One more question here, James. Do the apps only work with an internet connection, or can you work offline?
You can work offline, yeah. So for example, the 360 app I was showing there, you would be able to log in and to view your information in an offline mode. Obviously, if you're going to create a transaction from within the app, it's going to wait for an internet connection to be established, and then it will push that transaction through to SAP Business One. But the answer is yes, you can work with the apps in an offline mode.
Sure. And is there like an automatic sync is there afterwards once you regain that internet connection or you get your Wi-Fi back?
Yes, there would be a pushed out transaction there, synchronization taking place once the connection has been established.
Perfect. Excellent. Okay. James, just one more question on the delivery app. You mentioned that there's kind of like a route overview. Does that actually track your route, or is it just a simple kind of like summary from A to B?
So the route overview, really, it's really utilizing Google Maps functionality there. So you are getting, within the app you can kind of create your own order of deliveries to be made. So in sequential order, it will literally bring you from the route will show you the first to the second to the third in that sequence using Google Maps functionality there.
Perfect. Okay. A couple of questions here from Lorraine. Does they're both around the delivery app, James, so I'll just read both of them if that's okay. Does the delivery app work offline? And Lorraine also asks, can drivers pick from delivery docks? I don't know if that's supposed to be dockets or docks rather than sales orders.
Okay, well, Lorraine, at the moment, as I said, it is in pre-release phase. So what has been developed to date is the scheduling out of sales orders for delivery, where the delivery app user would pick up the list of sales orders for delivery. But our development roadmap plans are defined per quarter. So our application director is looking into possibility of bringing in another stream of the Deliver app. So I'm not ruling out that the Deliver app may be able to work with pick lists. There may be a stock lookup within the app, and we're also looking into the possibility of assigning stock to warehouses. So you essentially will create a schedule of deliveries based on the warehouse they're scheduled to. So the warehouse could effectively be the van driver. So that is being considered in the development roadmap plan. I would say would be my answer at this point. But again, we can we'll keep you updated of developments regards to Deliver app over the next coming months.
Excellent. Okay, guys, there is an Enterprise Twitter feed as well where we will kind of do announcements around kind of dates or new functions around these type of things. That's always really handy and worth following as well. Okay, so Lorraine has sent through another question. Thank you. We have. Okay, so Lorraine has said we have call-off orders, etc. So these would be deciding what to deliver. Sorry, Lorraine, I'm not really. So these were.
We might, Ian, if Lorraine has more specific questions, maybe she could send them through to us.
Yes,
we can answer them probably in more detail if she wants to send them through to support@enterpryze.com.
Excellent. Okay. Yeah, Lorraine, I think for issues like that where you just kind of clarifying things, that would be great. And obviously James could, give you a ring back and obviously discuss those things on the phone as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Excellent. Okay. Guys, we don't have any more questions which have come through at the moment. So this really is the last opportunity now to send those through. If you guys do have any more questions, obviously happy to run through those. As James mentioned a moment ago, there is the support email address that you can use as well. If you do think of anything after the presentation, what we'll do as well, guys, is I apologise. I know there was some audio and technical issues at the start of the presentation. We will send you guys out a copy of the recording as well, where hopefully the earlier part of the presentation will be a little bit more clear. Another question here from Brendan James. Is there any limit on users for Enterprise?
A limit of users you would be able to add. Well, as I said, our trial offer is a one free user offer, but there's no limit to the amount of users you may choose to add to Enterpryze.
Excellent. James, am I right in thinking that in addition to the free trial that all Milner Browne customers get one free user of Enterpryze anyway?
Yes, that's correct. Yeah.
Excellent. Okay. So guys, like I say, if you guys want to start trialing around with the software and see how it can work for you guys, you do have a free license anyway. Just get in contact with us. We'll happily set you up. It only takes a few minutes. And then obviously, you can start kind of building your own hybrid cloud solution with the apps which are available in the App Store. James, I'm just going to give it one more minute if that's okay, just to see if there are any more questions that come through. I think that might be it for today. But we'll just give it another minute or so to see if there are any remaining questions. Okay, James. There doesn't seem to be any more questions coming in, so I will end the presentation today. Thank you very much for your time, James. That was really interesting. I do apologise again for the technical difficulties that we had for a couple of moments at the start of the presentation. Like I say, we will send everyone out a copy for you guys to watch it again directly to your inbox tomorrow. James, thank you very much for your time and obviously helping out with the questions.
Thank you. You're very welcome.
Do you just want to let the guys know the email address to get in contact with you again?
Absolutely. So anybody interested in a trial, any questions, you can send them through to support@enterpryze.com. So that's Enterprise with a Z. And yeah, please send through any questions you have to us there.
Excellent. Okay. Well, James, thank you again, and please do keep an eye out for Enterpryze and the release dates. What we'll do is we'll obviously keep you guys updated when new features come along and new apps are delivered, etc. We're really excited about this product at Milner Browne, and we think this can be a real benefit to you guys. So please keep an eye out for future developments. Okay. Thank you very much for joining us, and we'll be in contact with you very soon. Goodbye.